Welcome back to Through Her Eyes, the podcast where we follow the stories of African migrant women in Morocco. Stories of courage, transformation, and contribution. I'm your host, Malika Akestour. Over the past few episodes, we've met women like Yassine and Maria, mothers, migrants, who've built their lives here in Morocco, one step at a time. In our last episode, we heard from Jamila Itblal, the president of AWiM Association, who has dedicated her life to supporting women like them. And today, I'm honored to share the story of another remarkable woman, Clara, a creator, a mother, a woman who speaks with warmth and works with purpose. We didn't sit down for a formal interview, we talked simply, honestly. In her words, I found strength, peace, and a deep sense of belonging. Clara came to Morocco in 2015. Like many others, she arrived with a clear goal. She came to work as a babysitter through the help of a Moroccan couple who facilitated her first job.
Je suis venue par une but de babysitter. Il y avait une couple marocaine qu'on m'a mis en rapport pour le travail ici au Maroc.
But Clara carried something more than a work permit or a suitcase. She brought a skill, couture, embroidery, a love for fabric that began years before in Senegal.
Au Sénégal, j'avais commencé la couture, surtout la broderie. Et aussi, j'ai appris aussi comment coudre à la main, la machine, mais surtout, quand j'étais au Sénégal, la broderie, je savais le faire bien, mais la machine, c'est ici au Maroc, vraiment. Vraiment, c'est ici que j'ai appris à coudre à la machine surtout.
She had already mastered hand stitching and decorative techniques, but it was here in Morocco, through training programs, that she learned how to sew with a machine. Her skill becomes stronger, her confidence grew. Today, Clara works from home, creating pieces for clients in Agadir, both Moroccan and Senegalese. Her work is precise, colorful, and full of life. But like any business, the beginning was tough. Clara told me that the hardest part was finding clients.
Mais au début, pour avoir des clients, au début, c'était tout à fait un problème. Mais je n'ai jamais eu de problème, franchement, je n'ai jamais eu de problème, à part qu'au début, pour avoir des clients, chaque travail au début pour avoir tes propres clients, c'est normal que tu dois te battre pour avoir tes propres clients, pour trouver des clients. Donc ça, c'est naturel. Voilà, c'est ça.
That word, combattre, to fight, carries so much. Clara didn't say it with bitterness. She said it with pride, because she knows what it means to build something from nothing. When I asked her what this project means to her, she didn't hesitate.
Et pour ma vie, ici au Maroc, le projet a vraiment amélioré ma vie.
But Clara's story doesn't stop there. She dreams of more. A boutique, a culture exchange, bringing things from Senegal to Morocco and Moroccan goods back to Senegal.
Vraiment, mon rêve, c'était quoi? C'est quoi en fait sur ce projet? Je rêve vraiment, je souhaite vraiment d'améliorer et que ce projet s'améliore vraiment sur la couture. Et pourquoi pas d'ouvrir une boutique et aussi de faire les échanges des choses que je vais ramener ici au Maroc, des choses de Maroc, je l'amène au Sénégal, des trucs de Sénégal, je les ramène ici au Maroc.
In that dream, there is ambition, but also connection. Clara sees herself as part of something bigger, a bridge between two cultures. Clara lives in Agadir and raises her young daughter as a single mother. And while life hasn't always been easy, she spoke to me with a calm strength. She looked around at her life and simply said,
Je me sens bien ici au Maroc. Je me sens vraiment chez moi ici au Maroc. Donc, je ne vois pas comment je vais penser à rentrer comme si je ne suis pas bien dans ce pays. Je suis très, 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 très tranquille et très, très bien dans moi, dans ce pays, vraiment.
That word again, chez moi, home. In Clara's voice, you can hear it. She doesn't just live in Morocco, she belongs here. Clara's story is made of threads, of fabric, of family, of quiet courage. And for me, talking to her was a reminder that strength doesn't always shout. Sometimes it sows. It works in silence. It builds a future, stitch by stitch. I'm so pleased and grateful to have spoken with these women, Clara, Maria, Yassine, who showed me what motivation really looks like. Women full of life, full of vision, and full of the power to transform not only their own lives, but the communities around them. Thank you for listening to this episode of Through Her Eyes. Until next time, I'm Malika Akestour. Stay curious, stay kind, and always look a little deeper, because behind every face, there's a story waiting to be heard.
This content is produced as part of the Move Africa project, commissioned by the African Union Commission and supported by GIZ. The views and opinions expressed are those of the authors only and do not necessarily reflect those of GIZ or the African Union.